Okay, now that we've got our horses in a row.
So we're gonna be the screen. Right?
Yes, yes. Give me just 1 second, everyone. We'll make do with this one. All right, Mark, who do we have first? Mr. Sanders with, is it Brittany Arnold?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, court calls CR 21-5, CR 21-6, State versus Brittany Cheyenne Arnold. We're set for plea today, is that correct?
Well, Judge, I think we had been set for doc call. I think we're going to have a plea worked out. I was going to actually, from talking with Ms. Arnold, had a couple other questions come up, some things she wanted me to look into. I was going to see if it would work to reset it for a plea for July 1st, if we could reset it for a couple of weeks.
So what was the issue as to why we're not pleading it today?
Well, Judge, part of it was just checking in on the situation with the co-defendant, but also, Judge, honestly, I hadn't had as much time as far as talking with her ahead of time and getting everything ready and making sure that she was, I guess that we were all on the same page and give her some heads up about doing the plea today. So that's my fault. So that's why I was asking if we have a couple of weeks to set it for plea, if we could do on July 1st.
State, do you have a position? I don't hear Mr. Woodwike. I don't know if any of y'all do. Mr. Woodwike, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if are you in agreement with resetting to July 1st? All right, court will reset Brittany Arnold for, I'm going to set it for docket call, Mr. Sanders, because I don't want to set it for plea and then it be a request for a setting other than that. So I'm going to set it for docket call on July 1st. And that day, Ms. Arnold will either enter a plea before the court or she's going to request a bench trial.
Okay. We'll have it taken care of.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Sanders. We're not going to do July 1st. I'm sorry. We're over capacity on that day. So it's going to need to be either July 6th, July 8th, or the 13th or the 15th.
The 8th would be fine.
The 8th?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was at max capacity until I looked at my docket. So July 8th at 1:30. All right, and Deputy Rexdale, who do we have next?
We have Ms. Beasley with Donald Ellis.
CR 19305, State versus Donald Brian Ellis. Go ahead, Ms. Beasley, for pretrial.
Yes, sir. As court is aware, court's provided me some funding to obtain a DNA expert. I have provided the documents on the DNA testing in this case to her. I was able to have a conversation with her on last Wednesday. Based on that information, I went and talked to my client on Thursday, the following day, gave him that information. He's indicated he has some questions that he needs answered by the expert in order to make a decision on whether or not to go forward with additional YSTR DNA testing in this case. So he just provided me those questions today, Judge. The DNA expert is extremely busy. At the last time, it took me almost 2 weeks to schedule an appointment to talk to her about the testing. So I've asked for additional setting to talk to her and answer those questions for him so he can let the court know whether or not he wants that additional testing done in this case. And in addition, Judge, to take in the court's consideration, yesterday I filed a motion to quash the indictment in this case. It fails to allege the crucial element of without the victim's consent. And based on the fact that my client has been in jail almost 2 years, and this is actually the second time that the indictment had to be changed, I'd ask that the court consider dismissing the case with prejudice. So the court may want to set this for a new setting.
I'll set this for the evidentiary docket on June 29th. Do you believe that that'll give you enough time to speak with your DNA expert?
I'm gonna try, Judge. I'll have to
Okay.
let you know at that time, but I definitely will try.
All right, then if not,
That's at 9 o'clock, Judge?
that would be at 9 o'clock. Unless you have scheduling issues, we can move it to the afternoon. Do you have any scheduling issues, Beasley?
No, sir. 9 o'clock will be fine.
All right, so we'll at least take up the motion to quash on the 29th. And we'll do
Thank you, Judge.
that. You're welcome. We'll do that at 9 a.m.
Judge, we now have Brent Gimble with Tracy McGehee.
All right, thank you, sir. CR 2183, State versus Tracy Renee McGehee, set for arraignment. Go ahead, Ms. Gimble, or Mr. Gimble.
And we have received a copy of the indictment, and Ms. McGee's name is spelled correctly, and she is aware of the charges against her and enters a plea of not guilty.
All right, the court will enter the defendant's plea of not guilty into the record. We'll set this for a pretrial hearing. Do you have your calendar available, Mr. Gimble?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, I would set you on either July 13th or 15th if you have a preference.
That's July 15th.
Okay, court sets Ms. McGahee then for pretrial on July 15th. That'd be 1:30 if Ms. McGahee is in jail. That'd be 9 a.m. if she's on bail.
Thank you, Your Honor, and that is all I have this afternoon. Can I be excused?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Gimble. Yes, sir.
Get that person up there, don't we? Yes, me. I got 3 to pick up. I need Brandon Schoenfeld. Yes, please. We're bringing some more up right now, Your Honor.
Okay.
Get better, I promise. We're gonna get better on everything. Yeah, I need to go back to that. I hope so. What I was already for all this.
Maybe there's something else. You- If you're in a position, would you like to get evaluated for fitness or options? Because I can orally withdraw my motion, based off of sites and bounds, whatever. Arizona doesn't or something. I don't know. Apparently Arizona's. I mean.
Family out there.
Okay. Before I accept the assignment, is someone there in with the
All
defendant?
right, Mr. Perales, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay. I believe I've got you set up. Turn on here, English
Mr. Perales, can you hear me?
to be correct on your end.
Yeah, let me go ahead and accept the assignment and then I'll confirm the channels. One moment.
Mr. McCaslett, if you'll step up to the camera, I think we're going to try to get started on your case.
Okay.
Mr. Perales, can you hear me?
Un abogado.
Sí, lo escucho. Ok. Ok.
Mr. McCaslett, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Judge.
Okay. I'm having difficulties. I can't hear anyone.
Yeah.
Mark, I can't hear you, okay? But I know that you can, I can't hear you, but I know that you can hear me. I need you to click on the lower portion of the screen where there's a globe. Looks to be a little globe icon on the screen. I need you to click on that and then click English. Take your mouse on the computer, lower right, there you go. Hover down, find that globe. Should be on the bottom, probably towards the bottom right. Click on it, have options. It'll say off, English or Spanish.
Yes, sir. Click English.
English.
Done.
Is it clicked?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. I can't hear anyone.
Nobody?
Oh, it's something to do with this interpretation. It's not working.
Sí, escucho.
He is unmuted.
Ok.
They're trying to set up this interpretation thing.
Yeah.
I went to the globe and everything. It's been good.
What about those red dots underneath their name?
Well, those are people who aren't a part of this, though.
The judge said he can't hear us at all.
Judge Martin, you can't hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
They can hear you also. No, I mean, I'm in the courtroom. We don't hear anything. He's saying it's on our end. He said it's on your end.
Well, that's obvious, but there's no way to fix that. I've got everything checked off.
Put him on speaker on my phone.
I'm going to turn this interpretation off and try to turn it back on. Well, they can hear me. I can't hear them.
You want one of us to drive along to the courthouse with the attorney? Or the students from the church?
It doesn't do any good because Mr. Perales needs to interpret and he's Zoom. So if you bring him into the room, we're right back to where we began. I talk, he interprets, he talks, he interprets. So give me just a second.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Yes, sir. Can you use my cell phone? I'm willing to do that, Mr. Perales. 512. Yes, sir. Will that solve the problem of judge being able to hear or not? Gotcha. Yes, sir. I'm calling now.